Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Kimberly Cloud Show. I am your host, Kimberly Cloud. So, today we are going to be doing a virtual studio, and pretty much, I'm going to break it down. Not only will I be doing the virtual studio, let's see, two virtual studios, just two, not all for the week, but like two. That way I'll be caught up by at least 4 days. Put two people in the vault. Put two people in the vault. That is in the StreamYard link. Finish the video and send, and sending it to DCTV, Manhattan Neighborhood Network, LOMPOC TV. Um, I hope he's doing okay. That is my first impression of what's going on. Because the guy that allowed me to film at the LOMPOC studio one time, he was old. He was an older guy, and him and his sidekick, Batman and Robin, sat up there and allowed me to film. And so when I send him the footage, it automatically gets downloaded like 2 or 3 days later. But I hope he's doing good. So that's basically it. Finished the video when I got off of here. So let's look at the video. Um, okay. Before she said, Dr. Kimberly. Already I like where this is going. Anyway, I like her hair. I wanted to say I wear wigs that look like that. Let's stop. 142. Let's see how this look. So I won't have to rewind it another time. Let me, okay. She said script writing, behavior writing. Um, I I know a lot about my life. I was in my life. But when I sit up there and jot things down, it's like they're of importance. They're always of importance. I don't ever I've only done it one time, make a paragraph about my past. Now, one thing I did say I would do, because I want to build something. I don't care if it's wherever I'm about to go or whatever. I'm going to build something. Something is about to be built. And I said to myself, if if let's talk about marijuana for a second. If marijuana um makes you tired, makes you hungry, symptoms that you don't want, why not get a marijuana that makes you smart? Lion's mane. More than that, more ingredients. I want to experiment with getting funding to have exotic, enriched chemicals that help elevate your mood intelligently. Um, who wants that, and um I jot that down. I shared that with you. I know everything that's in my record, and I just thought I'd share that with you. I have so many ideas. You know, I want to be working in science. Science is my thing. I may not know science, but I know, I know that there's so many exotic chemicals out here that can help produce healthy muscles within the brain that is super. If it's super, what's beyond super? Universal or something. Excellent universal intelligence, yeah. And so she said jot things down. She said she jot things down before I start the rest of her project. And that's what I do. I jot things down and building and the money is out there for all of us. You know, come on now. Even if you did it here in the state of Seattle, I can do it in a different state. I really want to do something like that. So I jotted it down. Um, I I think that that's a good idea. I'm tired of people. Um, this is stuff that's out on the market that's ran by the government. So why not have stuff that enlighten and innovate and, you know, all those good words in one, the United States, because at least 65 to 67% of the population is consuming marijuana, if not more. They either do it secretively or they do it, you know, And I said to myself, I wanted to truly build something. And so I jotted down how I'm going to do it. And I'm going to talk to Grok about it. But until then, the Kimberly Cloud Show. I noticed that each person has a story to tell. And when I tell my story, it's like it's painful. But some people's story is funny, some people's story is sad, one guy said that his daughter flatlined for like 10 seconds or 20 seconds, or I think 5, 10 minutes. I don't remember. You know, another guy had HIV, but he was happily married. Um, Dr. B, he was in Canada. He said he had some painful issues happen with him. Um, Air Force Amy, you could tell she lived a good life, but she had some challenges with the burlesque bar that or house that they stay at in Las Vegas, Nevada. Um, Yeah. So she was on CNN where what is his name? Jesse Waters interviewed her, and I got to interview her. It was an honor. She tickled me with her pictures. I haven't seen it. She talked about her pictures being taken down so many times. And we just got along, man. Like seriously. Some women I enjoy our conversation, like it just flows, once, it just start flowing, and that's what I like, a real conversation. I don't like scripted. So she's saying that the she got acquainted with the woman or guy that interviewed the old lady in the scripted but real nonfiction, I think it's called movie Titanic. She got to meet that person. So she said she cut her teeth. Um, all I can think about is a baby gumming, and you put like one of those things in their mouth, like ice pops in their mouth, so that they can like keep the swelling down. So that's what she was meaning. Her acting career was like, you know, how someone gums, things and cuts their teeth, like, yeah. So, she said it again. I never promoted being a doctor. And I didn't even know I wanted to take a doctorate class, even though I took one and got an A. I love University of Phoenix. But yeah, like she she is hilarious, man, calling me Dr. Kimberly. She said she's been on Nickelodeon. Yeah. I done met some people and I don't remember all of them. When I go down the list of people, like what familiar faces, woman phrases, like seriously. I give actors and actresses like credit. Like seriously, I really do. You got to play a part. You got to play a part, boss. Yes. Are you going to eat your cornbread? Like, really is being able to relax and play different roles, and I couldn't do it. Like, seriously. I noticed I couldn't relate right there. Um, I couldn't relate because he was like, "What? Well, let's see what she said." I remember, but I want to hear it again. Yeah, man, like what if I said to myself, this is my grandiose ideation. I said, what if the people around me are crazy and I'm the same? I was like, what? I'm just kidding. Basically, she said, you feed off the energy of other people. I like making y'all laugh, man. I'm serious. I may talk junk, but I like making y'all laugh. That's the goal. I'm an entertainment company, you know, and that's what I do, you know. I'm gonna look her up and see how she's doing now. Cause, I noticed that all the actors they don't come to me no more. Oh God. I wish I had some more. I know a good way of getting some. Come on, come one, come all, come all. I get a lot of authors and I'm okay with that because they're like authoritarian. I got I have multiple rappers. I've had actors and scientists, chemical engineers, science. Oh, I think I deleted his footage. I hope I did not delete his footage. This wonderful chemist that was renowned, world renowned, and I keep certain ones footages until I do what I can with it. And he was Indian and he was talking about artificial intelligence technology. He spoke at conferences like Google conferences and stuff. And he was talking about artificial intelligence. I met a mathematician. I don't think I even kept his footage. That would have been a great thing to make a reel about. Maybe I have it, maybe I don't. I don't remember. Let's finish this strong. Do y'all not know what kind of and some people know and some people can sense it. There are sensors, there's people that acknowledge it, and there's people that know. Energy transference, positive energy transference and negative energy transference. And it's like this whole conversation flowed really wonderful. Like I sat up there and I was able to interview her and ask my questions. She took like 25 seconds to about 45 seconds per question. And yeah, it went well. Wow, this was in 2022, late 2022. You can see the chair in the background, the old couch that I used to sit in and watch my Santa Maria community television show come on TV, and that uh, wooden thing behind the chair is the stand that I used to have Blue Cloud cleaning. And yeah, I can hear my phone ringing. Like, it is not easy to draw a person. I can draw a stick figure, I can draw a braid, but I cannot draw a person even when tall. I remember I had I was connected to an artist thing where you paint a picture and they send you some material. I guess you probably had to pay to get that material now that I think about it. But, it was for people that signed up to be like artists, and they always used to come on the infomercials. And just like what clearing publishers, clearinghouse, they were giving me accounts even when my mother was alive. She wasn't even giving me accounts. No, that the whole company was giving me accounts at age 11, and I thought I would always win. And so come to find out, let's fast forward to 2025, they're not giving everybody their lifetime payments. So I said to myself, man, they probably like, no, let me not go there with what they probably like in my rate. But yeah, that was in my the way I came across as some like in my days when I was reading about people, I used to be so starstruck by their professional history, and I still am. When I say it's an honor, I tell almost everybody it's an honor to have them on the Kimberly Cloud Show. Whether they're doing it out of, humbleness or not, it's not the point. The point is we make magic together. We make magic together. And that's what I want to say. I'm not, I, I don't want to judge, you know. I've never had nothing bad happen. I've had some pretty good people. I've had like no negative right now. right now I've had no negative, you know. So far so good. I want to keep up my reputation and everything. So she was talking about how eagles, it's sort of like who else stores fat? Like like a seal or something, but like eagles, they eat and then they go from one house to or one area to the next or house to the next, and they don't stop. They don't eat. This is like a fight or flight, or the third word they added, response. I've done that before where I go without eating. But when I'll tell you one thing, when I'm alone, I like to utilize a compensation type thing, but um I do um like caffeine. If I don't have enough caffeine, I'll eat something, or compensation for that. But if I'm with people, I'm preoccupied. So I don't have eating 24/7 on my mind. It's an everyday battle. But, I said to myself, to a degree, I said, you know what? I will sit up there and take it slow. To a degree, I want to take it slow. And if anything happens where I shall gain weight, I will get back on semaglutide. Just had to say that FYI. And to all those who are curious about semaglutide, it actually helps with the brain and memory. Get the hell out of here. So you're not only doing yourself a favor while losing weight and maintaining stability, but you are changing the way your thinking patterns and the memory that you have, you know. So yeah, um, that's a really good thing to work with, semaglutide. Have y'all ever macro managed, over managed, and under managed, micromanaged? That doesn't mean it's a bad thing to sit up there, micromanage is to do small tasks. You know, some people do small tasks. Others might macro manage where they over manage. You know, they manage big things. You know, they doing big things popping. No, they doing big things, and so yeah, corporate America is doing big things, you know. So yeah, oh crap! She said you look like you finished everything. People be figuring me out so fast. But here's the thing, it's like the Matrix, you know, that is me to a degree. And oh my God. And I said it. You're correct. Yeah. She said she loved people. I love people. You know, how can I describe my love? You know, I have to take it way back, way back. And so I can't even keep a straight face. That's that's why I couldn't be an actress. So, Barney, Barney, Barney. That is how I love people. You know, seriously, the great Barney song, you know. Okay, so I can stop right there. Okay, what's it going to be? I that's to wait. I think I can change the actual. Let me see. Let me put this down here. If I can change the actual font, I don't really like the way the font look. It look too. Yeah, I can change it. Let's do that. That's so freaking cute. Ooh, I like that title. Synchro Let. Do y'all remember when y'all got y'all first, like in the year, what year was it? 2000, everybody went out 2006 or 5. Some of y'all went out with, and I went out and bought like a laptop. And let's rewind back a little bit further. The big computers with the big old square hard drive and the big old monitor that was in color. At first, it was just green and gray or something of that sort and black. It was just crazy, man. Remember that? All the nerds thought it would be a crisis. And so they bought into the Apple wave, just like that's what they do. Just like with the glasses. All the nerds went out and bought the glasses so they can say they have the first generation glasses. They didn't get the discount. They rather they rather say they bought the glasses as is. I mean, well, new at original price without it being discounted. Ah, fiddlesticks. Okay. What's her name? Michelle Thompson. You don't know how hard, there's a limited amount of people that get doctorates, and then that reduces very greatly, seeing as though there's only 40 million African Americans. So like being African American, it's not that I'm not saying that teachers would hinder you from getting it. I'm just saying that it's not of importance to certain Black people. Their importance is Jordans and stuff of that nature and fashion. I wish there was a way. She got to doctorates, but I wish there was a way that I can get their attention. Everyone, not just Black people. All I'm saying is there are some Black people out here that needs to be woken from the spell that they're under. That's all I ask. I'm not saying that Black people are bad. I'm not saying that Black people are evil. I'm not saying Black people are stupid. All I'm saying is that, you know, ask yourself why you don't like me. I always hear something about me. Like, to get your doctorates, FYI, to people out there who don't think they can get it, whatever the race, they set you up in a class setting, but it's different this time. I believe we had two discussions instead of one, and you got two teachers instead of one, or professors instead of one. And so yeah, um and they sit up there and you do a lot of critical thinking, a lot of critical thinking, a lot. It is a lot. And that's why I sat up there and I got out of it. I got my A in the class, but I got out of the program at the University of Phoenix. But I finished my class. Just like the last lady, not Michelle Thompson, but Holly Hester said, I am a lady who don't quit. And some people just don't quit. I do quit with certain things like coding and other things, but I don't quit when it comes to things that can be solved. I use critical thinking to work my way around those problems. And sometimes it requires a lot of thinking skills to perform and do a job in order to proceed and advance in what I need to advance in. Oh my God, this woman got a law degree. Do you not know how hard it is to get a law degree? Your JD, your degree. That's a lot of logic, man. If you want to be a lawyer, then you need to understand logic. And that is something that once you open that door and start reading those logic books, you become enlightened. But it is so freaking hard. It is so freaking hard. Like, I didn't take no law class, but I took a logic class, which a lot of lawyers do. And they're it's controlled classes, not your traditional non-controlled classes. It's sort of like going to school for English and taking a bunch of English. And so, yeah, man, like, that's crazy. I gotta continue, y'all. I would talk to y'all more, but I have to continue. Yeah, in the beginning of the class, you have maybe your second semester or third semester, you start to talk about, and it takes 3.5 years to proceed with this, but you start talking about your proposal in your second class and third semester class, which the classes in at the University of Phoenix were 10 weeks for doctorates. So you're taking these classes and it's like bam, you're making you have by your second or third class, you still had to take another class, a orientation class, so you know what you're getting into. Like, sometimes in a doctorate's program, you see no black people. We know who we see on a regular, like Michelle Obama. I don't know if Barack Obama has a doctorate, but and then you see Miss Jill Biden. She's not black, but she still got her doctorates. And a lot of politicians. Cat Williams got his doctorates. Now people can just get on Grok and just say, write the whole paper and just say, edit it. Just commas from commas to common words. Back in the day, I don't know, way back in the day, they had to write like, they had to write with pencil or pen or typewriter, their dissertation. that typewriter. Do 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 do. Yeah, my arguments are so I'll admit when I make my arguments, it's like sometimes the structure be off, but I remember that my Google Docs, the that I read it very carefully, and I'm gonna reread it too very carefully and copy. I'm gonna use Word and read it very carefully and write everything that I need to write in those documents and then copy and paste it onto the Google Docs and submit the whole from environmental scan to marketing strategy, the whole thing. Like honest, like smoking. Um, I don't use any tobacco products, and that's it. I am so fascinated by cameras. Like time, two things I'm fascinated by. Time, which is 8:15 right now, which is 11:15 p.m. over in the future. But like, I am fascinated with time. That's number one, and cameras. That's number two. I love how cameras paint a picture. Even I have been caught in a camera, caught myself doing things in the camera. There's no punchline, no talking crap or smack about this lovely doctor's woman. I'm just saying that it everyone I've interviewed had paints a picture of their life. They all have a story to tell. They all have a story to tell. From white to black to Hispanic. That's why I love interviewing all races, man. It's not about any like one race, it's about all united races. Teamwork. When someone say 70 to 80 to 90 hours a week, I say to myself, oh my God. Oh my God. I was working at before. I have never worked that ever since. I'm not going to sit up there and lie to you, but the only time I worked 90 hours plus, or however many, a lot of hours, I put it to you like that. I worked 16 and 17 hours as a cook in the military in Korea. And I had to. And then on top of the alarm system going off randomly over the weekend, and you have to wake up and put on your full military gear, check out your weapon, and be at the MKT like at 2:30. That the military sure know how to announce a shakedown or some type of daggone full battle rattle type event. They know how to. They sit up there and that sound, I would never forget it. I got a story to tell y'all because nobody would never know because people are either moved away, don't want to talk about it or what. But I learned my lesson. I'm not perfect. I never say in any of my damn shows, whether it's documentary, singing, or something, that I'm perfect. But I'm in Korea. I'm 18 years old, and the drinking age is 19, but I'm drinking at the age of 18. And I'm telling y'all this to show y'all the lesson that I learned. And, you know, everybody was doing it in the military. It wasn't just, don't sit up there and think that it was just me for a second. But the drinking age over there was either 20 or something. I don't remember. But so my NCOs, these were my best friends, man. They were black. These people that were in Korea, they always sit up there and they put me in like the second set of people that were black that were in Kentucky were terrible to me. But the people in Korea, they gave me slaps on wrists and learning experiences with the things that I made mistakes with doing. Because if you're 18, you're gonna make a mistake. If you're 18, you're going to make a mistake. Come on now. It's no perfect 18-year-old. If anything, they're unperfect. So, they took my drink and they drunk it in front of me. They asked me if I wanted it, and then they said, "Nope, you're underage." So I was like, I always was a loner, like, but not like that. I always had some sort of friendship with someone, but like they they drunk it in front of me, and I learned my lesson. I was like, I am not about to get caught up and bring beer on the Korean government property ever again. So I didn't do it no more. And I just want to leave that happy moment. When I first got off the plane in Korea, like Jamie Foxx says, your nose is going to fall off, so you might want to take an extra set of nostrils because it was like this gas smell. We were in Seoul, and it was like this gas smell, and it was so reeking. It's an unbearable leak. It was like a leak, and I know it ain't a leak on a military base. We in the biggest plane possible. All of us tired because we're eager to get to our destination. It was like the biggest plane, and as soon as they open up the damn, as soon as they open up the airplane, like the air just came wisping in, through the cracks, and then I was like, "What the fuck?" Everybody probably was thinking the same shit. But I got used to the smell. Like it was just something that you had to get used to. And I love Koreans, man. I know their women are very territorial. White women are territorial too. Black women are even more territorial. All of y'all women are territorial. I don't want y'all mans. I just had to say that. Oh man. The more I become invested with this footage, the more it's hard for me to decide. You know what? You know fucking what, yo. This is scary, man. This is sometimes time loops. Well, time does loop. She said to me, her event is November 15th. She said Pacific Daylight Time. I need more music so I can finish this tomorrow. So, today I basically went in and changed some things around in Final Cut Pro and discussed two people in Final Cut Pro that is They all mean a lot. Black, white, white, black, Hispanic, black, white, white, Hispanic, black. There's no real order in it. They all play a role. I want to be able to network with all races. One day it's going to happen. But first, I got to do a lot of practicing and repetitive things. And I just want to make it. That's it. I don't want to sit up there and keep saying that, but I think that I made the right decision. I made a decision today, and I believe that I made the right decision. I won't say what it is as much as I want to tell you. So definitely pray for me. I pray for you. I pray. Let's pray together right now. God, God, beyond infinite, beyond universe, I pray that you can help us, enlighten us for the year of 2025, ending in year 2025, moving on to 2026 with honesty, integrity, and everything in there, to do the right thing when no one's watching. And I would like to also um, once again apologize to my classmate. The goal is the grade, and you are doing an excellent job at what you're doing now. And everything I'm doing now, I hope you feel every word, every line. If you're out there or someone's out there watching from UMGC, everything I'm doing is showing the productivity of my work and everything that I do in my work. I put in just as much time and effort as everyone else. And I'm talking about not the classmates, I'm talking about the staff. It's wrecking my brain. I've never had this wreck my brain this much. And I shouldn't have to go behind a doctor. I shouldn't have to go behind a doctor. I got all the information that I need to get in order to pass the class this week. Whatever is missing, I'll go ahead and turn it in later or extend it. I thank Dave for giving me that information. And I appreciate you guys. So I'm about to get off of here. It's like, have you ever watched Kill Bill? How she woke up hitting stuff. She was just so thinking about, how she was supposed to split the wood in two, but she couldn't. So she was so stressed out that she woke up hitting the wood, like hitting air actually, you know, and I believe that's how he wants me. I said I don't even want to talk about it. The reason why I'm talking about it is because it's a threat to me. It's a threat to my democracy and my grade. And it's just not right. A teacher and a student should have a agreement, a a open dialogue, not just one way. You like how how am I to get back with you? Like, and that's why I'm like, when people ignore me, I'm like, is it like they like my teacher is ignoring me? I can prove it. He hasn't sent me no letters. This was way before. That's how he told on himself. It was way before we started on the next project. And way before I sat up there and started writing staff again. That's just not right, man. You're taking a stand and so am I. See, if I had a 9 to 5 job, I would be depressed. But I got a job, sir, or doctor, or teacher, where I can sit up there and maneuver and look up things. I have a job where I can sit up there and multitask and find attorneys. So this is not going to be over after. You got me dragging Dave and the rest of the crew in on this problem. It's okay though. It's okay. That's what I mean when I say I wake up and I eat, breathe, and think school now. I doubt if it gets any easier for me, but hey, I'm willing to take the challenge.